Hi guys, this is Connie, back for more Connie Reads, The Dogs of Winter. This is chapter 10. Just kind of got interrupted by the end with Baby Bear crying and Mustachio putting her to bed. But here we go. Chapter 10, The Mirror. Tanya and EULA giggled in the train station bathroom. "Let's try your hair this way," I heard EULA say to Tanya. "This is the way the boys like it." Soon they paraded out of the bathroom, their greasy hair piled high on their heads. They wobbled on someone's cast-off high-heeled shoes. It was the first time I had seen EULA without her baseball player hat on and a cigarette tucked behind one ear. "What are you looking at?" she snapped. "You don't look like EULA," I said. She grinned and twirled. "I look like a movie star, right?" I shook my head. "You look like a scarecrow on stilts," I said. Before I could blink, she reached out and slapped me to the floor. "You think you're your mother's precious little Mishka," she kicked me in the shin. "You should go take a look at yourself in the mirror, runt." "I'm not tall enough to see in the mirror," I pointed out. Besides, I would always be my mother's fair-haired, moon-faced boy. She told me that. EULA kicked off the very high shoes. She grabbed me by the arm with one hand and grabbed a wooden box with another. She pushed me through the bathroom door. She threw the wooden box down in front of a sink and then shoved me on top of the box. EULA grabbed me by the shoulders and gave me a hard shake. "Take a good look, runt." The boy who stared back from the mirror was not me. This boy in the mirror was filthy. His eyes were eclipsed by dark half-moons beneath. His hair stood up this way and that in ragged, greasy spikes. This boy in the mirror had gray skin beneath the filth and bruises on his too thin fat face. The eyes were the eyes of a ghost. My mother would not know this boy looking back from the mirror if she passed him on the street. That night, under the long bench over the heating vent, I did not tell myself stories memorized from my fairy tale book. I did not imagine my mother kissing me goodnight. I rubbed the black button from her coat over and over and over with my dirty thumb and thought. If I came to the city on a train from my village, then certainly I could take one back. I had seen trains with the name of my village in big letters on the front. Why, I asked myself, did I think she was here in the city looking for me? How did I know she wasn't back at our little apartment, waiting and watching out the window for her little bear to come home? I thought and I thought throughout the night as the trains came and went, as the other children laughed and cried and fought. I thought about going back home. I thought about the warm bed that my mother and I shared and her beautiful white hands slipping in and out of the hot, steamy water in the kitchen sink, and the something good bubbling on the stove, and her smiling mouth and her voice saying, "My little bear, my smart, beautiful boy." And then I thought about that boy in the mirror, and I knew I had to go. And that's the end of chapter 10. Be careful with that and enjoy, please and thank you, and I will see you for the next chapter.